Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for another episode of First Turns. We just got finished a real fun Germany. I want to say run, but it wasn't really a whole run, right? But a great 40 turns with Germany. Now we're gonna go to Gorgo and a whole favor. In this instance, we are stuck in the jungle. I'm not a big fan of being stuck in the jungle. Unless I'm Brazil. You do have some nice tiles, but it also means of resources to farm. You don't have stone quarry with, pastures, negative. You have a bit of a crappy luxury, but we do have good tiles. Good tiles in your starting city is great, and then you just hope to find some open land and some better options for your second, third, fourth city as far as like pastures, just other things that will make. We're live as usual on Twitch. So come on by and say hello. Thanks for being here. Thank you for enjoying the YouTube content. So this is the situation. We've got Gorgo. When I talk about unique flavor, Gorgo definitely provides it. We'll settle in place. No 2-2 city center, which in the jungle sucks. Of course, that would be a 2-2. These two tiles were flopped. That would be perfect. But no such luck. We will have super fast growth. In fact, we will actually grow before we can even get a scout done. Again, we've talked about this a lot of times. An 8-turn warrior is a little bit of a price to pay without having a 2-2 city center. And because we are going to get the super fast growth, we'll get a scout out quick, get that first settler out ASAP. Very, very important. Technology. I tend to start pottery, although I think that, yeah, I saw stone. I was going to say. So I think I might actually go. Well, you can go mining and then pottery. You're going to do both. But it gives us the option of getting the irrigation and getting that gold. We do not have a lot of great options. Tiles. Or luxuries. Flat out here. Not bad. We'll follow the river and see what we get. Let's step on this hill for a bit. Let's take a quick look at continent land. Settler land. That's freshwater. Gonna be a lake. Option. Oh, and it looks like there's actually a river here. That's so the scout can come down that river. That's interesting. Here, that's the lake. 2-2 city center right there on that lake. There's a possibility as the river turns up. I don't think I've completed my thought after 3 attempts. Allow me to try again. On it. Sparta. Combat victories provide culture equal to 50% of the combat strength of the defeated unit. Very, very strong early bonus for her. That's the unique flavor I was talking about. Got distracted from making. So it's important to get military units out there in order to help you out. So probably after settler, you want to start spitting out some units more than you would normally. Even like over the monument. The monument is good, but military units equals culture. Important to keep that in mind. It actually isn't a bad argument to go ahead with warrior first. The only problem with that is that it would have been, because of the lack of a 2-2 city center, it would have been like a turn to get to it. I'd like to see that. A lot of options up here. Cities. Then options here. Well, you could settle one of the. You could settle this stone for a 2/2 city center. That's the 2/2 city. Done. Boom. Yeah, and that would be an option as well. Handu Slinger is also an option. Green. If you. Slinger could have been an option. Absolutely option. Step out here and head to that river. There's another river there. We're surrounded by fresh water at this point. Sparty with the auto host as well. See, Cringer hosted Sparty, I think, and then when Sparty got offline, Cringer's auto host came over here. Find huts and let them come home. Yes. It's actually not a bad idea early on when you find a barb hut not to clear it and just have units. Just get like some slingers, turn them into archers, and Bob's your uncle. Absolutely. Oh, maybe that river is going like. Looks like that might be coming to. Oh. I don't know if that. It's hard to. You can't really tell, but that's probably code. Yes. Anyway. 1, 2. Can't put a city there. Maybe on the marsh. Get the 3/2. 2/2. Cheap. One. Starting to shape up pretty good for cities all around. Need to get 2 there. So certainly we like this as a fresh water. Tiles to work. There's your quarry, your pasture, and your river. It does look like that. More good tiles there. Potentially campus spot. I feel like that's. I don't like typically putting a city on stone because I like to be able to stone for, but 2/2 city center. You can grab that 2/2 tile. There's not a lot of great tiles out here, so having a 2/2 city actually gets quite flat there. I actually might consider just going with 2/1 city center and going to. Hard to say. I think I might actually rethink that and 2/1 city and have more access to these 2/2 tiles sooner. It gives us a tight settlement, which I'm always a fan of. It's particular civilization. There's a barb. Lots of really good tiles out here. We'll go pottery. Well, I wouldn't necessarily pin them at this moment, but I did mention earlier you do have to put your culture districts, your acropolises, on hills. So you have to figure out where your and you want them adjacent to your city center. So, and of course, putting other wonders beside them is also. You'll always want to make sure you have a hill adjacent to your oh, speaking of culture, Rome is to our north, so certainly settlements out here would be key, potentially even another one down here, or if you could ever get it. First settle, even though this is a strong start, first settle would definitely want to. More fabulous tiles, some mountains in here for some solid science districts. Oh, just like spitballing here. Potentially, like, there's a campus there. This city's campus is very likely going to be there, possibly, if not one. If you put a campus there, right there, commercial hub there, and your theater square there, you'd have a couple of opportunities for wonders still adjacent to that theater square. You sandwich your commercial hub between two districts, and then you could continue that through here, potentially putting your theater square there. And then the campus there, if not there. You know, lots of options, but as we see more tiles, we'll be able to have more discussion on that. More mountains. Wind Peak up there. Like to see that. Fresh water really dips around here. Polar Dreams, of course, whenever we're not playing. That river there is very intense. I did go continents. I'm doing these first 40 turns, sometimes I forget. I did go continent, so one other civilization. So there's either going to be one this way or one that way. In either case, a nice land here or nice there, I think. It's pretty wide open. I did forget. I'm a little bit shell-shocked after that Mongolia domination game. I did forget to send a whichever. Wow, wow, wow. Oh, wow, wow. Ow. Boost to sailing. Bad. Oh, look at those tiles. Pray for some fresh water, I guess. We do have fresh water here, but it doesn't reach that. Might be just a coastal city out here somewhere. Thank you. We did see the one barb when he took off, so there's a barb camp probably down here.
At his best.
We do get an extra policy, of course. Which means we don't have to choose between God King and planning. So we get absolutely love. And so here's an option, a couple of different options. We did get the craftsmanship boot from a hut. I often say, unless you're going for a military victory, that you should you go for your settler card. But because we did get this boost, which is very nice, we can get to that Agogi card pretty quick, and that would help us spit out those military units. So even though you're not necessarily going for a military victory, you could if you wanted to. They don't have any major advantages to military other than you do get the culture from the victories. I would much more suggest a science or culture victory with these guys. But because you're going to want to get some military units out early, you're going to want to go get a Gogi so you can pop out those units. You can spit out 3-4 settlers, a couple more warriors. Go searching for goody huts. Here. Yeah, a Gogi is a nice one to go for this particular setup. Hills. This isn't even New World Age. I don't think I've ever seen a standard map with this many hills before. This is a lot of open area. If this is all ours, we are going to love our life. Oh, honor to meet you. We would love to sample your hospitality. They're over there. That's their capital. I did forget last time. I'm not. Nation. They did not like us on that. That's actually not a bad idea. I tend to do it sometimes blind, but take a look here and see what that number is first. If their first meet number, now before you send the delegation, we'll actually say first impression, or just have a number. That -8, probably a waste of gold to send them a delegation at this point, especially because you can't do open borders. If you could also put an open borders in there with it, then it would be worth it. But at this point, interesting that they're way over here. This is continents, small map. That tells me that this could very well be our land. Now, not necessarily. Sometimes they get it messed up and there's another civ somewhere, but they're over in here. They're over in here. It's be very lucky if we ever got a city. There's actually, this river actually goes this way. Be very unlikely that we could actually get a city here as well. If we got lucky, maybe we could. I'm actually going to double back and see what's going on here. I could, if it's a really nice looking city, put my second city here to get that forward settle going, and then back it up here. It's a little risky. I don't know if I do that or not, because it would have loyalty issues if they forward settled this, and they would definitely get aggro of it. But early war with Gorgo is not a problem. We would not necessarily frown upon the idea of them sending their units our way. That's for sure. Line up those archers and just pew, pew, pew. Here comes... that's more than likely City 2. Let's go. So then we go right into Slinger. In turns we can have a Gogi, but we're going to go Slingers right now. See what's going on. Ooh. How much do we love that? Oh, and how much do we love that? Not very often a game where you might be going science culture to enjoy the first meet on a city-state like Valletta. But I'm going to tell you something right now. We love that. Now we have to wait till that guy goes away. We'll be able to turn that into a 2-3 tile real quick. But that's going to allow us to get those slingers out in 3 turns right there instead of 4. I'm going to be 2 or 3 turns per slinger right now because of that extra production in the capital that you get from that. Fantastic.
No man ever wetted clay and then left it.
That is not good, but we should... I don't think he can catch us, because he's always going to be short of being able to go 2 tiles in every case. But he'll never actually be able to catch us. Hopefully he doesn't step in and see the city and go back. Grab animal husbandry. We should get some barbarian kills here before too long as we go towards more units. There. Like, we have a fair amount. Like, we've really... This is kind of second run in a row here on our 40 turn series that actually got some really nice to deal with. I'll go this way. I feel like there's a better chance that there's a city-state there, because this looks like it might be just the end here. I'm going to want to go there eventually, but I kind of want to get over here. Yep. There's another city-state right there. I just felt like, this is just a kind of an instinct thing you get from playing the game a lot. You can see that this comes down here, and you can actually see where it turns in there on the graphic, right? So you know this is pretty much the end, more than likely, of this continent. Especially when you can see all of this land out here. And, you know, it's coming along here. Like, this has got a lot more land here. It's not going to continue this way much further. So I was like, you know what? There's not likely a city-state in here somewhere. So as much as I'd like to explore that, because it's definitely unexplored land, there's no way that those guys have explored it. I was like, if city-states do tend to be grouped. And this is definitely the kind of area where I would say there's a good chance they'd be grouped. And I thought, if they're going to be, it's going to be to the north. And that's going to be gold in the capital, right? Fantastic. He's turned away as I expected he would. That way. So he has kind of moved in this way. City there would be tough. We could eventually, if they didn't move that way, we could put a city here. And if they didn't have anything else, we could potentially put a city there. Like that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, potentially 8, who knows, 9. You got a lot of space here for a small continents map. You could not ask for much better. I'll tell you that right now. Stepping on the hill gives us a chance of seeing something out here that will allow us to meet. But here, definitely going to get him the next step on the hill, though. Oh! Another one! Hey, Monks! What's up, buddy? Wow, wow, wow. Great Rider in a campus. So we can get both of those pretty quickly in a standard game of science or culture. That is not a first meet, though. Oh, okay. That's too bad. I got excited thinking it was first meet. That was going to be +2 production twice. That was going to get me super excited. Hopefully we do get the first meet there. But there's your grouping. For sure. Oh! So it turns out looks like we're going to have a third Civ on our island, which is not surprising considering how much space there was here. I'm certain I went continents. I did not go Pangaea. But anyway, looks like there's going to be somebody up here. It's unlikely that we get the first meet here now, but yeah, they're probably up in here somewhere. That was a bit of a busted dream right there. Head and grab Slinger again. I'm going to have this guy start to move in that direction to take a look for this guy's barb hut. Take a quick look at see what he's done here. Got a river that continues down this way. We do have some space in here that could potentially be ours as well. Space up in here. You would definitely not be complaining if this was a game you were running, that's for sure. Cross over, go ring. This is the one thing that concerns me about this is that he would get this unit here would get to here first, which actually makes me kind of want to turn. Yeah. River and clear out this area. City. It's on a new continent, which is always nice. Grab that monument. We'll turn. Yeah, +4 campus right there. How much do you like that? Campus right there. It's fantastic. Because we do have a specialty district, I will try, before we get done this, I'm going to make sure I find time to lay out some districts and give you guys some ideas that way, because I know you like that. See the pins. Oh, another river right there. Ooh. A lot of really nice options. Really like the idea of coming up there and getting a couple 2-3 tiles in that city, really helping that city go real quick. I would definitely say that this is City 3. Again, the general strategy being everything behind you against this water is kind of already yours anyway. See what we explore here and how good. But going ahead and grabbing a city here, 2-2 city center, a luxury, fresh water. We'll see what's going on north of it. Here. City right here would get a lot of nice tiles all the way out to here. So a city right there-ish on a river makes a lot of sense. They went that way. I'm actually going to head back. Just because the reason for the decision here, I'd love to know what's going on north of there. Absolutely. But here's the problem. If you go that way, you're basically running into land that somebody's already discovered. Particularly because you know that these first meets and they came from up here. This is likely where they are. This is undiscovered land. Chance for goody huts. Try and go get them. In fact, this slinger I'm probably going to send north for that very reason. It looks like this barb hut's actually... This guy's barb hut's actually dead because he's on aggro. So we're going to get our boost to archery real free. I'm actually going to send this slinger north. See what's going on there because we could potentially find something there that hasn't been discovered. And it also tells me there's a good chance of a city-state here south. Because either that or another Civ down here. But I'm pretty sure this guy came from a barb hut down here, and it appears to be dead. So that's an indicator that there's somebody down there who took care of it. In the capital, Slinger. I know it's an unusual strategy. To pound out the slingers like that, but those should be turned in to barbarian huts. Okay, so Rome's been down here, so we're not going to get lucky. Okay, so kind of getting cut off, but there's a river here for a city. Some, of course, this river potentially. I mean, oh, there's a bar pot there as well. Okay. So, I mean, even if you didn't get out here and you just went like a city on the water here, beautiful tiles, city on this lake, city on that lake, that's 3, 4, 5, 6, city on that river, that's 8. That's all you got. 8 cities, like I preach. That's real solid. Real solid. We also got cocoa here. I would strongly consider settling that cocoa. It does take away 2 gold that you could get from it by actually working it. 2 gold a turn is 2 gold a turn. But because of these strong tiles, you don't. If you move down here, you're moving further away from good tiles up here. In fact, taking like for instance like chops from the out, and if you never got to a city up there because of this forward settlement, that's going to probably happen. Then you might potentially be taking away tiles and giving them to chopping down stuff always. So yeah, I would strongly consider that, especially because you see the river ends here, so you're kind of going to get all the land this way and then grab that. Like we're kind of coming right up against it. We're probably not going to find anything as it turns, but still say it was worth it to come back and check. Never know when you're going to find a goodie hut.
In heaven, without craftsmanship.
Never know when you're going to find. And there it is. There it is. And another. So that's actually, this land's kind of all free. Like there's no fresh water, but you could put a city down maybe on one of the, like right here, aqueduct, and scoop up most of this for tiles. Or just make it a coastal city, who knows. But yeah, there's like some nice tiles there, and it's kind of far away from everybody, so loyalty issues wouldn't be an issue. Like city, 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 that's another. A lot of options there. Barbarian kills are not coming by frequently. Being able to plop down our campus locations would be nice. Let's go and get that. Whenever you can locate your districts early in order to lock in the cost, that's fabulous. Now we have a lot of trees and stuff to chop down, so we're not going to be able to do it a lot. It's an option to keep in mind. All right. So we'll go here and then onto there. There, so some campus locations here, but not really much question in my mind that you go with the city here. I think probably a city here. I like to settle on the horses, and I'm pretty sure that's one. These tiles won't be able to be used. Kind of got to go there. And that leaves... You couldn't actually go there, unfortunately. But this 2-3 tile could be considered... Like, this city's got a lot of potential with all these wonderful tiles down here. You could actually just have that 2-3 tile go to this city. And then consider a settlement here. You always have the option of going aqueduct there. You wanted to give it fresh water. And then you, again, like you said, you got a potential. You would lose these 2 tiles if you went here with an aqueduct. If you went here, you'd scoop up everything. I might consider going there. It's going to be a late city. Obviously, wouldn't have fresh water, but lots of options. You could always just do lots of housing with, like, you know, pastures, camps, farms for days. You could just fill the city up with housing that way. Grab your granary. You know, 3 plus granary is 5, 6, 7, 8. You can get to pop 8 just with housing and stuff, with farms and stuff. So that would actually be perfectly fine. City, you would grab all these tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. At least 9 cities you're looking at. That's just... It's fabulous. And again, we're about to get our last slinger. At this point, probably head north, so these guys are a tandem, and then these 2 are kind of here. Research this corner here. Here, kind of opening up, actually getting down into the tundra down here. So certainly somewhere down here. It's super flat. Now, somebody did mention in chat there, Hindu, about the potential for considering where you would put your some of your districts as far as your especially the district. You want to go adjacent to the city center. You could, as a possibility, there's a +2 here and a +2 here for a campus, but you also, if you put a campus there and you put theater square there, and you could put the commercial hub there, just as an option. It's, you know, you got that nice little triangle action happening. That campus gets 1 from there. It also gets 1 from the districts, is 2 immediately, and as well as this is 3. So really, it's 3. It's 2 immediately from the jungles and the mountain, and then once those are both built, which would be very early because it'd be the first 2 you'd build. And then potentially, you know, you have a chance for a wonder here. Like if you were going for a science victory, as an example, you could potentially put down, this is flat ground adjacent to the campus and a theater square, which is fantastic. So you could potentially build the Great Library, or depending on which city this is that you build, this could be City 5 or so, City 4, City 5. So Great Library might be a little late for a city there. But Oxford University later in the game, great wonder as well if you're going for science. You can throw that right there on flat ground there and give that a bonus of 2 as well. In here, that's your campus for sure. You're going to kind of want to group. This city's not going to have a spot for its trying to think of where you'd want to do this. This guy's campus there. There's a +3 campus here for this city if you wanted it, and then this city could do its +3 campus there. So you could potentially go campus there for this city. You could go with the Acropolis there, chop down that and do that. And oh wait, no, you wouldn't. Well, why don't the Acropolis there and the commercial hub there? Yeah, that makes more sense. And then you would have the option for a wonder there, maybe, or even like you could do Ui to Cali right there. Even lots of chops. You could like stones to chop down here to get Ui to Cali next to the wonder. That's another 2 adjacency for that as well, of course. So that would be campus for them. This city's commercial hub, unless you had a river up here, or where that city's. Yeah, we'll have to see what's going on to the north of that before. Oh, there. Now let's take a quick look. Just quick. Monument would be nice to grab here. We aren't getting a lot of military action, so that's not the best. Kind of want to grab our monument here real quick before we get into our. I don't want to push onto our card to produce settlers faster. Grab our monument real quick. That 2-3 tile going. Another 2-3 tile going. That city would be really productive early. Other options, like I was saying, commercial hub. Then this over here, I would be thinking certainly with this being the commercial hub to the capital, and then the Acropolis here. Unfortunately, that's not flatland, and there's a bunch of wonders you can get that are adjacent to city center and on flatland. But there's some that can be adjacent to the city center and not necessarily have to be on flat. But certainly you'd want to consider the possibility of putting a wonder at that. And also, because it's your capital, you got lots of chops and stuff to do. Be very productive early on. You really want to take advantage of a strong Acropolis capital. Hills, I mean, you could do lots of different things on it. So you could do Patella Palace, which is fabulous on a hill adjacent to a mountain. Patella Palace gives you an extra slot. Government, which is nice. So you'd have lots of different options you could do to help boost it up. So there's that. What else we got? Over here, interesting for sure. Hate to get rid of a 3-2 tile, but a couple of 2-2 jungles behind it that could actually boost a campus. So that would be 1, 2, 3, and then you could actually make it a +4 campus by throwing your commercial hub there, like that. And then what you could do is you can either put your theater square there and eat the sheep, which is a possibility because you do have some other good tiles out here to work already. But the other option would be if you put your theater square there, you would lose an adjacency there, but it would give you more options for a wonder there. Now, I don't always like the rest of my hopes on a wonder helping my adjacencies, but this city will grow quite nicely and quite quickly with all this growth, all these like 3-2 tiles all over the place, lots of grass. Like you know, you got lots of the stuff here for growth and that. So it's gonna grow very quickly. You could definitely get another district out here somewhere at some point to help the adjacency there eventually. But what I really like is that all of our other cities our other really good cities don't have an option or a really good option. I guess you could do it here as well. There'd be potential to put it here, but this is more likely to be an earlier city that you'd build. Forbidden City is always a wonder I keep in mind when I'm planning things out. And Forbidden City has to be on flat land adjacent to your capital, or to a city center, I should say. So I like the idea of finding a place for that early, and that's where I definitely. I'm not going to bore you with too much more of this adjacency talk because I don't get into this much on our first 40 turn runs, but always making sure there's a couple options for Acropolis next to the city center there. Lots of options there. There's an option there. Okay. But as long as you've got a spot to put your Acropolises next to things, be happy. So pretty good. Let's keep on trucking. Find out where things and stuff are. Oh. Another free builder. Really doesn't get any better than that. What that's actually going to allow us to do, because we're moving up on our campuses here, my thought was, I was thinking campus here as well, right? For this city, because this is probably that city's campus. So this would be this city's campus, okay? So my immediate thought is these two are beautiful campuses we're going to want to get going on quickly and get them plopped down. Another free builder. I immediately come out here and get ready. When we do have the ability to build that campus, we chop down the tree and plop that campus down. Even if you don't have Agnes in the city, you know, it's a bit of a waste, whatever. If you can get a campus plopped down that early, the price that is so cheap that it's worth losing that production in order to get the costs so low. Especially when you got lots of other chops and stuff to help it with. I would definitely consider getting those chopped down into your campus locations quick. That extra, or just sieved. Okay, so seeing stuff. Looks like it's getting a little bit more green here for growth. That's nice to see. Okay. So we're gonna want to come over here. We got a warrior here to deal with. We are a little bit injured, so we're not gonna want to take a hit. He might cross over, and then we're gonna have to maybe in trouble where I put myself. Because if he crosses over, I can't get away from him the following turn. If he crosses over, the best thing for me to do would probably be to go across river from him, so at least get that bonus, and then maybe survive. It could be tricky. And then this warrior try to move into position. Barb came down. That's actually a lake. That's actually. Let's keep on trucking here. Okay, so that's very good news that he went there. So that way we can actually get away from him. He'll cross over here. And I want to keep these two slingers kind of together. Lots of good options up here. Actually a river there. So you could actually put your somewhere in here. You could put your workshop if you really want. You can always go harbor too, I suppose. Okay. Here and search out that. Actually, you know what? We haven't actually seen this. Hate to do it to you. But you really want to go and check out every last location you can. Barbarians to the north. That's good news for us. Get that slinker up there as fast as we can. You go there and you go there. Actually, you know what I should have done? I screwed that up. I should have put him on that hill. Brought him in. That was my fault. Because he would have come in here and I would have the potential back with that. Not much I can do about that now. That was a bit of a mistake. Being in a rush. Just gonna have him skip there. He's gonna go ahead. Now this city has got 2 population and both are working 2 trees. Very productive. Other thing I really like about having like a tile like this is as soon as you get the theater square Acropolis research, boom, pop it down. Especially when you got this much jungle and trees and stuff all around, it's nice to have a couple that you can pop down without having to be in. Same thing there. Good. And as you can see here, if I'd have been standing there, I could have moved in and finished him off that turn. That would have been much, much better. Bit of a mistake there. I'm actually going to... This guy skip there. Okay, what's up there? You can see here's got a city there. Take a quick look at the settler lens. You can actually get in there without any loyalty issues, so that's fine. But definitely, I think that would be City 2, just to keep him from coming and grabbing it. And then you've kind of got him cut off. I would consider this as City 4. So that then you kind of have that line, and then everything else is just... I honestly don't even know where it bills. I think maybe like the last city you build, I just throw one down here. Maybe to grab the pearl. I might even consider building it here in order to grab both sets of pearl. Just have it to be a junk city. That's all that would be. Unless there was something over here. Maybe that lake here, you could actually go here or something like that. Avoiding the small shore. So we've satisfied her agenda. That she's always a fun one to play when you're...
That's the positive aspect of trade.
Jeez. Turn on... and oh, trader. I'm gonna do the trader right there. I wanted to pump out a couple more. Skip. And then the good thing too here is, oh wait, did I? Oh, I didn't finish. Go to there. We've got the promote or the boost already. In 9 turns, we can actually start building settlers with our card. It slows down quite a bit our advancement into settling more cities, which we don't really want to do. But getting these units out, we're having a lot of bad luck with, unfortunately, with finding barbarians and stuff to kill. Like with all this open land, you'd think one to pop. We do have one up here, but you'd think we'd have some more near our city. Nicer. Okay, so we've discovered all that land, which is good. We'll head back up this way. We'll let these guys heal up for a minute, and then we'll send them in this direction to kind of try and farm that out. I was hoping to find one up here to farm with these guys. Delegation. So I'm just going to talk about this tonight. So whenever you're playing against her and you're not on plates or someplace where you're building cities on small seas, then she is always great because she's super easy to do make happy because you satisfy all her agenda for not doing. You can immediately make friends with her. If you're going culture, then you really want to make friends. Now, in this city, I would buy this tile, 60 gold, and we have a Gogi on. Here, we have a Gogi on, so we're gonna get 50% extra production out of this chop. It would actually be 29, so it'd actually be like 45. Chop that down. Slinger's done. I'd plop down the campus. You can see how cheap that is. 4 turns. I mean, the carryover production helps, but it would have been like a 6-turn campus. Because it's so early to get it plopped down. Now, I would just keep it plopped down now. At any point, you can go in there 3-4 turns. You've got yourself a campus. It actually is a boost that we would want to get for this eventually. So sometime in the next 15 turns, you would want to get that thing done. But with Agogi turned on, I would actually want to... oh, wait. No, yeah, we want to go one turn. Well, it depends. If you want the carryover production to work towards the campus, you have to go one turn in order to apply it to the campus. If I switched over to a slinger or anything else, that extra production would carry over into that. So you need to go with the campus for one turn in order to have it work. Which and have this slinger start moving its way out this way. Is out here. Oh, there's a wonder, so I'll be able to discover a wonder for era score and a boost to astrology. Barbarian kills, we're still not there. Start working towards that anyway. Yeah, there's a lot of nice short tiles along here. Yeah, that's a good point. Hendy just pointed out. If you're going for a culture game, all of these flat land tiles on the coast are perfect for seaside resorts. So if you're going for a culture win, you would just be like seaside resort after seaside resort, maybe put some city parks in between values. You could have all kinds of them along here. Obviously, you can't put them in the... Yeah, it's a very good point. All kinds of good land resorts. That way. Next turn it. And then I'm going to have this guy come over here, and I would want to do the same kind of thing here. Buy that tile. I'm going to get our campus place down as soon as possible. I do want to get the trader going. But I would want to time this out so that I can do slinger if I could, or a warrior even. I'm going to do one turn into the trader. See if we can't time this right. Just taking a quick look. There's our discovery. Ooh, obviously first to find it. We did meet Muscat as well, though. This guy has a promote. Let's give him... I'm actually going to give him hills, because we've actually got a lot of hills through here, so... Oh, I forgot to turn the campus off. Oh, we're 2 turns away now. Turns out. With the Gogi on... I'm only going to go with the Gogi probably for 4 more turns, because I'm going to want to turn on the settler card. So... yeah, I'm going to go with a couple more slinger... or, well... there. That. Slinger. That. Joseph, thank you very much for the follow and welcome. Leave your shoes at the door and I don't know, Labmarks. I did mess with my voice gate. I may have to mess with it again. I apologize for that. Might be... I don't know. I'm pretty close to the mic. Pretty much right down the middle for us. Our second city was actually on a new continent. So next turn we'll have 1 turn left on the slinger, and we'll chop this into the Agogi for our campus. Okay. I might be just talking a little bit under my breath a little bit, and that might be part of the reason why it's happening, but I'll mess with the noise gate next time. Again, just trying to get as much vision as we can. Vision there. He's pretty much southward to go. There. And we're gonna go one more slinger. This guy is going to chop down this tree into that. Throw down the campus. +5 campus with those jungle tiles in place. Again, you got to do 1 turn minimum in order to make sure that that carryover production actually works. Campus. We'll move the slinger into this way. We're going to try and set up a farm on this particular barb camp, but hopefully we find another barb camp down here eventually that we'll be able to set up 2 farms. Culture. Yeah, that's a good point, Andy. There are occasions, like, for instance, if this happened to be iron, then you'd be screwed. But that's a long time to wait on bronze working until you get all the way to culture. Unless you got a ton of culture going. I mean, we are... God, we're 40, 45 turns from being able to place our Acropolises. That's a long time to try and wait for bronze working. But it's a good point. If there happened to be iron here, that would screw up your location. Obviously, there can't be there. There can't be there. You know, you have a bunch of options. That would be that. This... Oh, wait, sorry. This could potentially get ruined if there's iron on that one. So it's possible you could have your dreams ruined. Absolutely. But... yeah, especially when your special unit is the hoplite, and that's what you need it to get that. It's, yeah. Yeah, I've just had a lot of bad luck with the farming of culture. There's no doubt about it. We just haven't had the luck with it. It's because I haven't found bar pots. I'm just kind of searching with my slingers for more land. I don't want to send them too far away though. Especially into crossing rivers and into jungle. So there's the turn into that. I'm actually going to finish the trader off here. I'm going to finish the trader off here now, and then I'll finish the campus later. And then this guy, I'm actually going to send out here so we can get our first luxury eventually. Crossing there, crossing there. Now there's the barb hut. I did not know there was a barb hut there. I don't think there was going to be one. So that's actually good for us. That'll set us up for some culture. We have another, I see a warrior there. I'm going to send this warrior that way. And this slinger, I'm actually going to send this. We'll set up a farm here. We're going to want to get our archery before long because it's much easier to farm the culture with archers than it is with slingers. But as long as you have a warrior in place as well, that... this guy will go to there, like I said. And this guy, he's come out, made his move. We're going to get hit. It's not going to tickle, but be okay. I promise you, folks, we'll be okay. Going to get vision, come down through here, and then head back, I guess, to harp farm that. Him into place. We do have 2 barbarian camps, so that's plenty of stuff to farm. Happy with that. And it's actually spitting out units. This one's spitting out units. So this, and we'll probably cross. We're getting hit hard. And we should be there. This guy heading that way. We would quickly, again, just trying to wrap this up for 40 turns. We turn that off and put on the barbarian card. Where is it? There. That will help us a lot. We still haven't got our Pantheon yet. Next turn, unfortunately, off by 1 turn. And then we're going to want to turn on our settler card. So we'll put on the production card. Pantheon. Civics tree. We'll work towards that. The campus actually finish right now, 1 turn away. We're here. This guy. So in this case, when we hit him, we're going to hurt him a lot. He might hit him again, and he would kill me for sure. Really do have to back away from that now. And then our scout, we're going to actually have head towards that. This guy's going to come around here and clear that out. A lot of troop movement. All these extra units. We're going to finish the campus, and then we're straight into settlers coming out of Sparta. We're straight out of... there's our campus done. Boost. That got us the... so now we can build units in our capital even better, as it turns out. Slinger. We don't want to be standing on the marsh when he hits us. We do not want to take that. We're actually just going to let him hit us there. We do not... Because we're standing on marsh, we don't want to take that penalty. The Korean Rome at war? No, they're happy. I was going to say they were friends earlier, so I doubt it. So this guy, step to here. We're good. Now, the big concern would be that he gets in there and destroys that thing. That would be annoying. So we could go to the library, but we actually want to... We got the campus built. It's fine. We're starting to earn those great people points. It's all about the settlers now. We've waited a lot longer than I normally would. But pumping out the units... I kind of like to have 3 cities before we get to this card, especially since we actually delayed getting to this card in order to get a Gogi early. But settlers. We need these 2 cities plopped down as fast as we can. Then fill in the back. Again, a city, like 8 cities by turn 80, turn 90 is fabulous. Probably be more like turn 100 now because we've kind of delayed it a bit, but that's okay. Settlers there, like I said. Anything else we wanted to do? This guy, no, he's skipping that turn. This will put us at turn 40. Trader will be done soon. Settlers, great. These guys are coming over here and helping us out a little bit, which is nice. We're going to be able to get a hit there. And this guy can actually come over here and finish him off to make sure we protect that slinger. And there's your bronze working boost, which is fabulous. We're 1 turn away from that. This guy in position to battle. Pantheon. Fingers crossed. There it is. Goddess of Harvest. You know how much we love it. That's turn 40, folks. I am a little bit worried that he's going to clear that out. Love this setup. I really do. We're going to save that one up as well. Maybe if we ever do get around to doing another series called Next 40 Turns, that's another good candidate. But then, until next time, thank you to chat for being supportive. Thank you, all you folks on YouTube, for helping me out getting this ball rolling. I really appreciate it. I hope you're enjoying the content. If so, don't forget to like and comment. Subscribe for more content. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.